I am live. Please, someone come and comment to let me know that I have my comment thing on. If not, I will stop the live and start over. But if anybody in the live can basically let me know if they can't comment to inbox me. So I don't have anybody in as of yet, but let me let everybody know that I am live. Hey, hey, hold up. Let me get the names. Okay. 2012. Hey, how are you? Hey, silly rabbit. Hey, Chrissy. Okay, good. I'm so glad that I'm getting it together to be able to know that people can comment because for the last couple of lives I have to quit and then start all over. So I'm glad that everybody able to come through. Hey, Missy. How are you guys doing? How are your day going? Hey, just me. Can you guys hear me good? Can you let me know if you guys hear me good? Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you guys can you please go like the live, please, and thank you. Okay, how everybody day going? How have everybody been? I'm doing good, Chrissy. I'm doing good. Thank you. Thank you for going to like the live. I appreciate it. So, with this live, I just basically want to get off into some of this drama that's going on. First off, I want to say something about I made a post on basically what I saw with the whole cat situation. She basically stated that she's moving. So, if you guys, do y'all actually believe that? Hi, Tiffany. Thank you, Silly Rabbit, for liking and sharing. I appreciate it. Do you guys actually believe this lady is moving? Is the question. Do you guys honestly believe that? Because it's kind of odd that all this stuff is happening. I kind of figured that the son was leaving, probably the friend was leaving to move with him, or however the case may be. But yeah, Chrissy, I was saying the same thing. I don't believe it. I think it's more of a bait situation, and she just basically putting it out there. Something that maybe will probably put her up to. That's what I honestly believe. What you guys think on this? Now she can live on her own live on her own lives. Right, Chrissy? Yeah, I believe she's moving because of her son. No, I'm talking about Cat. I'm talking about Cat. I never believed that thing. Silly rabbit. Yeah, she just made a post earlier basically stating that I guess she moving out of Texas, guys. I wonder where she going now. I thought the schools is good. That was the reason of her moving back. Well, not the main reason, but to help Maybe out, and now Maybe back in Otta, so she don't need her. Nobody moving. I don't believe none of them. Chrissy, I don't know. I believe the son gonna move. Why I say that is because it might got something involved with his son. And the reason of him not being able to get his son is because he's still in the home with his mom. And it's probably some sort of agreement that him and the baby mama had. Who knows? Who knows? But to me, I believe the son and probably the friend gonna move, and then Kat and her daughter was gonna stay. That's what I believe. And to be honest, it's kind of odd to me that you know how maybe you gotta have this image of how her house gotta be for everybody else, but you're not looking at, hey, you gotta live among your means. Everything don't have to be big. Everything don't have to be lavish. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it, baby. Kat haven't taken care of herself since she left Section 8. Just just me, you think she was on Section 8 when she moved back to Texas with May? I kind of think she really is because the rent went up in significant amount. Okay, Missy, you think that was the reason why everybody moving? I know that Maybay and Whitney trying to move, but at the same time, they probably just moving to downsize or whatever. And yes, she said something about the rent, but I'm saying, do you believe that that's the reason of Cat moving because of the raise of the rent? Okay, they are all full of crap. That's why she would never have it. Right. The crazy thing about it, that first house that she's still trying to sell, that I don't know what the world going on with that. I just really believe that was just not a good move. Yes, it had everything and everything. Anybody would love that house. But at the same time, if you knew you couldn't do it alone and you need all these people in the home with you just to maintain the rent and the bills, girl, no. They are all okay. The first time she was and May played her. Oh, okay. No, I think everyone is getting away because I was saying that too, Missy. I was saying that too. I was saying that too. I honestly believe it have something to do with CPS coming out. And this time around, maybe kind of hush. She ain't all hype like she usually do. Talking about, oh, they just came in and they like, oh, this, that, and the other. You know how she get. May is all about material and impressing others. If the internet stopped today, she would be under a bridge. Right, Chrissy. I truly believe that. It's all about pleasing these people on the internet when you should be pleasing yourself. Especially with, if you know you got a certain amount, don't go out here trying to, hey, killing time. How are you? How are your day going, baby? How are you? But yeah, I just really believe like I wouldn't have made that step. That house was way too big. And with that being said, everybody is not on the same stuff as her. So with that being said, it's just like certain people got to get out here and get a job, or they have to be pressured to be on the internet. I'm good. Laugh out at this. Good time. What you talking about right now after everything that has been going on? Right. Like it don't make any sense to me. You didn't got this girl all the way out there where you at just for whatever happened. Not everybody gotta move. You get what I'm saying? It's not making any sense to me. That's just like with that whole divorce situation. It could have been a moment situation. You get what I'm saying? Mugs get mad and oh, I want to divorce you, and then don't go through the whole process. Like that wasn't even for the internet if y'all knew y'all was gonna work it out. But at the same time, I really believe like, and I'm gonna say this on the strength of just hearing half of the book with with Tibby. Tibby been live, and she probably still is live, been reading the book, and half of this stuff is just like in repeat. Everything is in repeat. It seemed like every relationship she have done the same thing to other people like she did to Ivan. And that book speaks truth. No structure. Okay, killing time. So Kat is leaving Texas. Right. That's what I was saying. That's what I was just talking about. Like she made a post today. No structure for her on own family. Who family, Chrissy? That's what the streets are talking about. Yeah, like it's not making any sense to me. It really don't. It really don't. Kat will be back with May in no time. But man, she always come back and I don't understand it. You see how she be playing her online? Like with the whole dressing up my sister and having her looking a hot mess with that TikTok stuff on. Like, and then like that one live she did, I basically posted and how she was talking about her. It was just like, oh my God, you allowing this lady to talk to you any type of way? Or you or is something wrong with you? And then on top of that, it's just like you moving. Okay, if y'all roommates, and let me say this: if y'all roommates and y'all all stay in the house together, right? It should be a together situation on agreeing with whatever goes on in the house. Okay. It ain't about what, oh, you gotta pay this half and all this other type of stuff. It should be some sort of agreement where everybody feel okay in the household. Okay, how Maybe is running this stuff, it's like she had and y'all gotta follow along with what I say. Who wants to stay like that? I don't want no roommate like that. Cat always comes crawling back to be shamed and such. Cat has no self respect, whatever. You right. And she's showing it. Cat has no stability structure for her girls. What is she teaching them? Who knows? Cat teaching them how to scam. Mm. I believe Cat is being taught what she sees. And if Maybay is teaching her how to do certain things, that's what she's following along with. Yes, she is. Right. Like, that's exactly what she's doing. She's following along with what Maybay is doing. It seemed like everybody that comes along, they gotta have a camera in their face. They gotta be on the internet. They gotta be live. They gotta be talking. Their business gotta be put out there. All that, which is which is nothing. Yeah, it's just too much. It's too much going on, and I don't understand it. And then also, y'all see all this diss track going out. It's crazy. I had to catch up with half of the stuff online, and it's just like, oh my God, these people is really out here dissing each other, and it's crazy. But the live from last night, that when Connie did hers, I was just like, oh shit, they didn't got Connie in here. it it's really sad because all these kids are innocent and didn't ask for this. Exactly, Chrissy. Exactly. It's yeah. I just feel like nobody kids should be around that lady, especially around that old video that's still surfacing. I believe if she still had some attachment to that page, all those videos would be gone because it's just making her look really, really bad. Really bad. Them videos don't look right. Like especially how Chris was dancing on old girl, and it just make me look at it like, okay, them are she was adult. She steady expressing that the girl was an adult, but was Chris an adult? Dancing on that girl around her babies, and you telling the baby's gone somewhere. Like it don't make any sense to me. It really don't. It seemed like she have ran everybody life all her life, and how that book stated how she did Ivan and Chanel and all these other girls is crazy to me. It is crazy to me. It just made me question, like, I know that it was told to me that I hate this whole status thing about, like, oh well, we can't, it ain't nothing we can do. When she gets tired, she'll leave. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes people don't have that breaking point and they mold themselves to be with these people. You're right, Chrissy. Her karma will come. But you gotta look at people lifestyle as well. If people lifestyle and people not implanting these certain things and they, in their children's life, like, hey, you don't deserve that, you better than this, you get what I'm saying, you don't have to go through all that, just come home, I got you, we family, you get what I'm saying. Sometimes people need that push, sometimes people need that hope. And just by listening to certain stuff over the years, Ivan had, situations with his mom. Not saying that, his mom is a bad person. I never say that because I'm not here to judge her. But at least she spoke her truth. And he's speaking his. And I'm happy for him. I'm happy that he stepped away from the whole situation. I'm happy that he's happy with his baby and all that. But somewhere I just feel like I just really hope that somebody just step up to this lady. Now the baby mama did, the son baby mama did. She wasn't playing. She came and went. She like, no, you're not gonna play with me about my kid. So that's one person that stand up to maybe. She thought that shit wasn't gonna happen. So with that being said, I just hope that these people don't allow this woman to think that she's getting away free-handed. And with all this stuff she basically implanted in them, like, oh, if I go down, you're going down type stuff. They got a lot of dirt on this lady. You get what I'm saying? A lot. She's a mass manipulator. She around her hurting people mentally, not physically, mentally. And Whitney going through the same stuff. Her come okay. We don't want that push. You know what? And that's why I said it seemed like everybody that has a background, she knows how to fool. That's the crazy thing about it. She know how to fool these people. That's why they fall for the games. That's why they fall for the shenanigans. You see how Whitney came in full fledged, like hardcore, cause maybe they didn't pillow talked her. You get what I'm saying? Not Ivan gone. That's what she wanted. Then on top of that, she tried to do the same thing with Shay. Shay was gonna be her reason to get rid of Whitney. May's worst karma will be for Jaden to see the light and want nothing to do with her. You right, Missy. And she love her son. And that's the crazy thing about it. She upset because her son is leaving. But you got a whole daughter. Why you not upset about her? That don't make any sense. You upset because of the son. You got a whole daughter too. Like, come on. Any one of my kids leaving this, I'll be upset because I'm so used to being around them that I know one day it's gonna happen. But I'm not finna pick and choose. Right, Missy? That is her main trigger right now. And that's the crazy thing about it. It's like you picking which kid you have feelings for. No, you don't do that as a parent. How about they need to be grown? Exactly. They gotta figure out who they are. Because as long as we as parents figuring it out for them, how they gonna figure it out? How they gonna be able to do things without us? We are not promised to be here. So we gotta be able to show them how to survive and do what they need to do as kids. I mean, as adults. When my boys left, I was sad, but it didn't last for long. Chrissy, I understand. Cause baby, it was one time my baby wanted to leave, and baby, I cried like somebody left this earth. We are empty nesters loving it. Chrissy, I ain't no empty nester yet, but I promise you, I'm gonna break. I'm gonna break. Hey Tiffany, my son left the nest and he always around. See, and that's the thing about my kids. I believe once they leave, you get what I'm saying? Once they leave home, I believe they'll still be around. I that's because we all we got. I taught my kids like, hey, you ever, have to come back, you just come back home. I don't want you out in no street. I know what it means to be homeless. You get what I'm saying? And I don't want that for my kids. Loving parents want their children to flourish and have happy life on their own. Exactly, Missy. Exactly. But one thing I taught my girls is that if you feel like you're not financially stable to make those steps to leave, don't do it. But at the same time, you got to show me that this is something that you're working on. I don't want to see you just continuously staying here. You know what I'm saying? You not working on it. Loving parents more. Okay. Right, right. Like, come on now. Chris, yes, mama, I'm hungry. Come on, man. He's 22, but he's so independent and it makes my heart so happy. Right. Like, you want to see them do what they need to do for themselves without you. My girls, too, but they know they can always come home to regroup if necessary. Exactly. And that's what I'm implanting in minds. Like, I'm really implanting in my girls, like, and God forbid something happen, y'all got to be there for one another. You get what I'm saying? Open up the door for your sister. If your sister's out here struggling and trying, help her. You get what I'm saying? Y'all all y'all got. Do not be that type of sister where you see your sister on living on the street and you had a whole house to open your doors up to. My daughter is 13 and she knows mama is a safe space. Exactly, Tiffany. Right? You'll always support and help your kids. They will still live and respect you if you were a good parent. Right, Missy? Mine are 24. They're independent too. They love living their life. Exactly. Long as they doing the right stuff for themselves, that's all that matters to us as parents. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, you gotta plant love for them to share the love as well. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out what else did I miss in these streets. What else did I miss in these streets? Um, do y'all have y'all been following along everything? What else new? What else that's out there? We just man. Hey Don, how are you? We just really getting started, to be honest. We just got done talking about how Maybay's son is basically her main source of being upset right now. And we just putting it out there, giving each other that type of advice as parents. They if they need us, they already know we come. Exactly. My kids already know. Do not call me if it's my kids know. Do not call me with some mess because they know I am coming full fledged. Like, do not play with my kids. Hey, Lakita, how are you doing today? You said he's sad. Who said he's sad? Who said? You talking about May? May upset about her son leaving. Hey, Patricia. But yeah, we just basically talking about kids and emptiness and stuff like that, and how maybe is treating one kid with so much respect, and then she got the other daughter, other kid, and just like whatever. He really, if he oh, okay, if he really is moved, right? Because we already know maybe plots all the time, Don. Plots all the time. That's just like with that whole, oh, he had his own apartment, and the whole time he was staying in the apartment in the back. Girl, that boy ain't never left home. Never. My thing is, if he is moving, I believe Kat and her daughter is still gonna be there. But if her daughter gonna be there, I believe that who believed that her daughter will leave and she end up back with Brandy. I'm okay. I still have a little pain. My doctor or they prescribed me candy. It's not doing anything, but getting better. I'm getting better. Okay, Lakita. Well, all we can do is take it easy. Do what we can. Sometimes they do be like that. They really do. At work. Had scrolling and found my peeps here till 6. Oh, okay, Patricia. I'm glad that you came through. I appreciate that. Keep kept. She will definitely be back with Brandy, Chrissy, and that's what my honest situation with that. I believe if she was to leave, she'll end up back with Brandy. And I don't know. I just feel like the whole cat situation. I don't think that girl moving. I believe it when I see it. I ain't gonna say, "Oh, she moving, she moving." I don't know. Hey, Tammy, how you doing today? Yeah, I don't. That whole situation. I don't know. I think it's a whole plot, like she did with the marriage, and that whole situation. Okay, let me go back. That whole situation that happened with her and Shay, how she handled it, like she's not out there bashing her. I believe Shay's still around. She low key keeping it, quiet. And then that whole thing that, um Whitney did, it was just her trying to, she know that stuff was getting shaky with Shay. So she had to get back right with her wife. But I believe Shay is still around. She just keeping it quiet. Yes. Yes, Sammy. I believe Shay is still around. Cause ain't no way I'm finna go get a whole tattoo with this lady name on it. And then all of a sudden we just broke up. Nah. Shay's still around. I believe Shay is still in the picture. Right. Of course Shay is still around. I feel like Tati wants her own place to get Brandy to move with her. Right. Shay, okay. Says, is she gonna get go? Needs steady income to survive. And 3 views won't get it. Right, Patricia. Right. Yeah, like I don't know how they finna do all this, but I think it's applied just to, get people to think, oh, they moving. This is something new that they could put out there for views as usual. Y'all already know how it is. Maybe they does that mess all the time. And it's kind of crazy to me, like how Whitney was saying, oh, it depends on the money about moving, and now they moving. Come on now. And 2 likes, Patricia. Not 2 likes. But yeah, y'all, it's been crazy. It's been crazy on this her internet, and I know I be trying to go live, but I try to give everybody respect that is live. You get what I'm saying? So, like today, I wanted to go live earlier, but I knew that Tibby was live, which I want to, be in her live as well. And then I want to catch up with the other stuff that be going on the internet as well. So it's just like, don't want to go live when this person is live. Just you try to show love everywhere that you feel that's best for you. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I really haven't been, live like that. I think the renters wanted them to move because police and DCFS DC it okay been out so many times. Right, Tammy. That's what everybody's saying. CPS got something to do with it. Unfortunately, it's her son and his son. I believe it's true. And with Kat having her 2 kids there, that's gonna be like you can't do all that and be around kids and you got cases. You get what I'm saying? And she just been real quiet about it. She been saying stuff about it, but she been quiet about it. This the most she ever been quiet about it. She ain't saying too much. And like I said, like with her whole son situation, and he being quiet about certain situations goes to show that it's something going on, and they just keeping it quiet. And you see how like she went live and basically hey Linda, how are you? You see how she went live and basically trying to get everybody view of what she got on for us as going to one of the babies' school. Like you should know how to dress, baby. You got 2 kids of your own. Why would you go want to wear a crop top to a school event? She has been quiet. It won't last. Her life is right, Chrissy. He knows the court is going to say something about seeing Junior. Right, Tammy. Right, Tammy. Like that. He he keeping certain things on the hush. I promise you. And she ain't feeling it. And then she always want, oh, this my family. This, that, another. Y'all ain't got nothing. Then why would you put your family out here on the internet? Why do you do that? If you don't want people to speak on it, don't talk about it. Like with that whole situation about the mama and stuff like that, you put that out there. He wouldn't be in a predicament right now if it wasn't for you. You put him in that position. You did. They had an agreement. It should have stayed that way. But no, you had the big head. Right, Chrissy? You had the big head, baby. That's your fault. That's your fault. And just to sit up here and say somebody else did it, girl, bye. Ain't nobody else did that. You ran your mouth thinking that that girl was one of them, and she showed you exactly who she was. Smarter than you. Lied about paperwork. We wait to get paperwork. Girl, you thought she was one of them. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. She thought that's what she was, and she had to show her butt. That part we wouldn't know. Right, Patricia, we wouldn't know nothing about this lady life if she didn't put it out there. Right, Tammy? No kids. No kids. Especially with the history that you have. Like, girl, you shouldn't be around no kids. All you did was be around kids that you shouldn't, which in your grown age, in your big age at that. The same with her showing her son company truck online. Man, I didn't even see that. Like, dang, they antagonizing his job. Are they antagonizing his job? That's crazy. Why would you show that man work situation? Like, why would you do that? She gonna learn today. Right, Chrissy? Patricia, like, that's crazy. That lady want everybody to know every bit of what's going on in people's lives. And it's kind of crazy. Like, hey, y'all noticed like how she kind of like real quiet about Cat? Even though she in the house with them, she kind of quiet on that. But I have been noticing she been commenting under certain people posts. Like, she say she don't be on the internet watching other people, but she been commenting lately. I almost wonder if Jaden remembers how young Ivan was. Mm. Make me think that too. Like, and the crazy thing about it is like going back to what I heard in the book. You get what I'm saying? If it wasn't okay, these people basically 100% of the time, them people was coming because of Ivan, and half of them people was around Ivan age. So she felt like I felt like it was a jealousy thing with her Ivan, because she knew that them women wanted Ivan over her. That was the reason of them coming. Hey, hey, Purple, how are you? Yeah, I believe that that's the reason why them people at them ages was coming because of him, and she didn't like that. Baby, if you would look in the mirror, girl, they was not coming for you at all. I don't know why she paint herself like she one of the baddies, baby. Looking at half of the pictures from back then, like, who would come for you? Right, Chrissy? They didn't want her. That's good, Purple. I'm glad you're doing good. And then also, I'm glad y'all went live. That live was awesome. So May so upset that Jaden is moving out. It's all about control. Right. She don't want her son to leave. She'll put everybody out just to have her son there. And that's my honest opinion. That's why they were getting these girls, cause I right. They was getting all them girls because they wanted Ivan. And Maybay was jealous. Mad jealous. And maybe another way to keep her son dependent on her when people start calling. Then she can say the internet call his job. Hopefully the young man can get as far away as possible. Right, Patricia? She claims she has so many women that want her and waiting to still see them. Right, Tammy. But just hearing and seeing it with my own two eyes, like, this woman was desperately on sites, putting herself out there, trying to find people and all this other type of stuff. So basically, it wasn't you look, I always stated out of my mouth, she using Polly to basically be a 304. Ain't no way. And then your definition of poly is not the same as everybody else. Girl, if you want to be a 304, just say that. But don't use poly for your excuse. The lady just cracks me up with that. And that book tells it all. Like, baby, you was doing the most. And now today you lying about getting Ivan a car. You lied about, oh, I was just helping her out. This, that, and other. And how you shaved that girl head was not trimming it, baby. You shaved it. And you dead wrong. You got mad because Ivan always getting these women attention. You was jealous of him. Mad jealous of him. She is a 304. Disgusting one at that. Right, Tiffany? It's an open relationship, open marriage. Dying. Right. Exactly. She's not a poly at all. The poly community would not claim her. Right, Tammy? Claim her for what? She ran through. That lady is ran through, baby. And still want to be out here popping it. Girl, sit down right now. You got grandkids. Sit down. I'm not look, I'm not the person that sit up here and be like, oh, you old. Baby, I'm old too. But I ain't that old. I ain't that old. And she out here popping her like she's still young, baby. Girl, it at this point you need to sit down with that mess you got that you can't get rid of. Close them legs at this point. And then what messes me up is that she always state that everybody want her. This, that, and the other. She got a lineup. So you mean to tell me you ready to just give this stuff away freely? Is that what we doing? Like, ain't that against the law that people just giving it away like that? This lady been giving it away like that for years. And that's the crazy thing about it. It took you all the way up until you got with Whitney to get tested. Baby, you should have been going to your yearly exam and asking for that over the years. You too old for that. It took that to happen. So you've been passing this stuff for years. Lakita, really? Lakita. Then where she gonna go, Lakita? Right, Fat Tabby. She's still on fire about that. Like, man, this lady, she can't look. The lady got what she got. Okay. So with that being said, why you gotta always throw everybody else up under the bus when they start talking about you and your germs? That don't make any sense. Everybody has it. Yearly, no ma'am. Every Friday at the clinic, she should. And she, Patricia, she should have been at the clinic before she even laid up with these people. Simple. You get in a new relationship with somebody, y'all supposed to be hand in hand going to a clinic getting tests. Come on now. You don't know what people got these days. And she one of them. She's a prime example of a woman that did not go and do what she's supposed to do as a woman about her body parts. Come on now. She can't stop the unhappy within, and she think people are going to fulfill her with some she can't do for herself. Right, Purple. Right. That's exactly what it is. That part. That part. Baby, she been unhappy. And all she doing is rubbing it off. Tammy, huh, I could say so much about that lady, and I have to look at certain situations. This is why I say I gotta look at a different part. Yes, you right, Tammy. You right. But it's just looking like this. Looking like the same pattern here with these relationships she have. Whatever mind control situation she had with them, she know how to do it, and she fell for it because when Whitney came in, she was a freaking firecracker. Everybody know that, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, Whitney gonna be her karma. Whitney gonna be her karma." Yeah, right. Look at her. But I think it's something mentally going on with that girl, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. I really do. I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose her. But at the same time, I truly believe it's something mentally going on. For real. It's gotta be a backstory behind it. But as y'all know, uh, you know, maybe they get these people like that. I would never feel sorry for Whitney again. She is slow. Man, Tabby, man. Yeah, she fooled us. They they each other. Right. Because at the end of the day, Purple, she can't get rid of her. This is the most she ever kept. Look, she can't get rid of her. And it's gonna be difficult for her to get rid of her. I'm telling you, she probably gonna have to come up with some lie to get away from that girl. She tried it with Shay. She tried it. But obviously it didn't fall through. It took Whitney to fall for the games, get online, cry, do all the above. And bam, you stuck with your wife. I believe Whitney knew what to do. She knew what to do. She was like, oh yeah, okay. You having fun. All online when she came back home doing the most because she knew Shay was watching. Herb and Whitney, two things she can't get rid of. Right. She tried sleeping with Ivan too. She tried it sleeping with. Right, like come on, man. I'm telling you, Whitney knew what to do. Exactly what to do. And she did that. I just feel like ain't that much label in the world. My words fumbling. Ain't that much label in the world that I would stay in a marriage like that. No. But May so sick in the head. She okay with Whitney not going anywhere long as she can run around doing her. May just want to say she has somebody. Right. It's exactly what she want to do. But at the same time, Purple, guess what? She ain't the person that she want. Be why I say that? Look, okay, we're gonna put Shay back in the picture, right? Shay was giving her something that she wanted. You get what I'm saying? She didn't care about if Shay had the money like that. Cause she thought Whitney was coming in with money cause the whole military thing. You get what I'm saying? Which was a lie. She thought it was money involved. But now we already know she using Whitney for insurance. So yeah. Okay. But I just feel like she really trying to get rid of Whitney and she just playing it along. I really believe she over with Whitney. It would take another stud to remove Whit. Man, the only way she'll be able to get rid of Whit is if she can get that stud to come in the house and remove her, like she did had her to do with Ivan. That is the only way. She could play all that poly stuff all she want to, but she already knows she gonna have to get somebody to come in the house to remove her. That's the only way. But she tried to play that stuff smart and smooth by bringing Shay in the picture. When we all know Shay was a stud. Come on now, she giving stud tendencies. Make that make sense. It will take another stud to, right, Chrissy? I agree. She not the ideal woman that she was hoping for, but she there, and May tells us all the time how she don't want to be alone. Right? Yep, you right. You right. You right, Purple. But I just feel like you don't want to be alone. Why accept the fact that this ain't the person you want? That's kind of sad. Even though I'm not sad for her because she's just evil. But I'm just saying for anybody else, that would be sad. Like to, stay in something that you really don't want. That's time wasted. She made she made the right, she made that girl a no label, knowing she was a stud. Come on now. That girl was a stud. And she was feeling her. Baby feeling her so bad she came back with all them lumps and bumps and rubbed that stuff across her wife mouth. Baby, mm-mm. But we all know that she can't do too much because she got her stuff in Whitney name. We all know that. So with that all said and done, she didn't want to mess up with Whitney like that. She didn't. She was trying to, work her way of, doing it, smooth way. But she didn't make it that far. So by her not making that far, she had to, fall into place. Dang, I'm back at home with this lady. I have a feeling the only thing that will get Whitney out will be Houston Police Department. Right. I always said that. She gonna have to call the police to get Whitney out, Patricia. Her saying she want Whitney out, baby, she ain't gonna leave. That's what most people do that don't want to be alone. They put up with and made options are slim to none at this point. Right. It's slim to nothing. look, look, her lineup ain't lining up. You wanna know why? She ain't got Ivan around. That was her lineup. Ivan brought in the people. Ivan brought in the people. She need to admit that. She was jealous of that man. She was jealous of him. I think she wants more people in the house to help pay. Right, she do. That's why she dealing with half of the stuff she dealing with. It ain't about, oh, I want my family around. I want all of them around. It's about money. And then on top of that, what is Maybay hustling? The people in the household, what's she out here hustling doing when she always at home? What are you doing? I hate when she bring up that. I gotta hustle. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Behind cameras, baby, that ain't hustling. You don't know what a hustle is. Sorry. I know what a hustle is. Especially when you gotta get out here and hustle and make sure your kids eat. Being on here, yeah, it brings in revenue. But at the same time, you sitting on your butt. A hustle get out here and be out here. Okay? That's what most people do. Okay. Let me go back. I think she wants more people. I read that. Um, okay, exactly. She out here taking people from her so-called friends. Mm, right, purple. Yes, hustle people in that house and her supporters. Right, purple. Eh, right, Tammy. Have been dry begging lately with the whole nail situation. She back doing that. He sure did. Ivan was the bait for women for May. Exactly, Linda. And he said that crap in his book. And she didn't like that. She was jealous of Ivan. That's why Ivan couldn't have nobody for himself. Because he knew exactly what that lady was capable of. You see how she did Chanel? He didn't want that to happen for somebody else. That's why he didn't go out here and get somebody else for himself. Right, Chrissy. She gonna need some money. Like every household. She needs some money to move. She better sell all that TikTok stuff she got. Do that. That'll bring in some money. Sit your butt outside. Put this get a yard get your what's the name for a yard sale. That's money. That's a hustle, baby. Do what you gotta do. Not on the internet, baby. She gonna need money. Yeah, like come on, man. Man, this lady speaks so much street stuff. And to be honest, you can be around street people don't mean that you for the streets. Let me say that again. Just because you hang around people in these streets does not mean that you're for the streets. And maybe is not for the streets. She needs others. A person that's for the streets can handle their own, baby. And whoever coming behind them comes behind them. But they can handle their own. That's a street person. Right, purple? Like, come on, man. She need to get it together. Like, baby. Huh. I believe Ivan was in love with Chanel for a long time. I believe he was too, Tammy. He couldn't proceed because of maybe her slow porters will buy the TikTok mix. Right, Tiffany. Always. I just don't like when people make an image for themselves that's not real. You can be like that for the internet and these people believe it. But baby, one thing for sure, you not for the streets. You not that girl. Baby, you will fold if you got out there. Fold. She wants she wasn't on shit for real. She needed exactly. That's what she need. She need protection. She need others. That's not come on now. A street person, they gonna handle their own. Come on now. We don't need nobody. Unless it got, we gotta make a couple, phone calls. But other than that, when we jump to conclusion, we jumping alone, baby. What we need you no, I'm not finna call you. What I'm not trying to get you in a predicament. You get what I'm saying? A street person gonna jump. Said she right. She was a runner for the right, right. Come on now. You can be hanging around street people, but does not mean that you for the streets. And maybe not for the streets. You could take that slang and run with it. You could take that slang and run with it. For real. You can play that on the internet. But let me see you do that stuff in real life. Baby, like I said, she gonna fold. She gonna fold. All them youngsters and all that other stuff you was hanging around, baby, this ain't that. And if you one of them ain't to call a motherfucker if need exactly. Cause baby, huh, I made one phone call, it's up and it's stuck. That's it, that's all. And about my family, these men do not play about these women at all. But one thing I would never do is put a man in a predicament knowingly that it was a me and him situation. That why would I put that man in that type of predicament when both of us at fault? I would never do that to a person. If I know I was wrong, I'm wrong. If I know he was wrong, he wrong. You get what I'm saying? But if it ain't to the point where I need to pick up that phone and make that phone call, I'm not gonna do it. Cause my family already said state, hey, if it ain't that serious, don't call me. Cause you already know what it's gonna be. And that's what I'm not trying to do. That's why she is scared of Tibby. Tibby is an army by herself. May uses threat. Man, Tibby is from Chicago. Let me repeat myself. Tibby is from Chicago. My family originated from Chicago, and all of them crazy. Good people, but crazy. Like, come on now. You do not want to feud with somebody from Chicago. They ready to risk it all. Why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense to me. And to be honest, I wouldn't even feud with somebody from Chicago. I'm just being real. Like, come on now. Have y'all been watching the news? Have y'all been following articles? These people, not all. I'm not saying all, but at the same time, it's just like it is what it is. And we don't take shit seriously. So please chill. Right. And I know that, Purple. Like, I kid you not. I just had a family reunion in Chicago, and baby, when I say I didn't get the chance to go, but my girls went, and my girls was something happened, and my family out there basically jumped. It was just like, whoa, calm down. It's hell or love. What side you? Right, Purple. I'm already here. I'm already here. I'm already here. Like, I missed the family reunion because my girls really had fun out there in Chicago. It was just other stuff that made it, kind of funky. But other than that, like, you don't want to mess with nobody from Chicago, baby. That ain't the type of place you want to, you know, mess with somebody on some other stuff. And I hate the fact that, you know, them peoples went to that girl house. Like, that's disrespectful. Ham Hock over there claiming to rock a teardrop. Who she on? Please tell me. Who? These people be getting these tattoos trying to paint an image like they done something in these streets. Girl, sit down. My point exactly, Graham. These people in Chicago are standing to exactly 10 toes down. Don't play. Do not play. My family do not play about us out there. Like, seriously. Do not play with nobody from Chicago. Do not. What you say? I'm from Port Chop. Tammy, what you talking about? Yeah, I don't know if y'all noticed. Like, I made a post. Like, she was watching some of my reels on Facebook or whatever, and I'm like, this look like that girl that be on, maybe what's the name? So I'm like, hmm, yeah, I heard that she got a teardrop, but I'm trying to figure out who she. Oh, like what? Patricia, sit all the way down. Yes, leave these slow mo alone. We trying to be saved. We not there yet. Exactly. I don't, and that's the thing about me. I don't try to include myself too much on certain situations. I'm not trying to be with nobody. You get what I'm saying? This ain't what I came on her for. I came on her to be able to talk some mess. And we could talk mess with each other. You get what I'm saying? No beef, no shade, no nothing. I ain't got time for that. I'm too grown for that. You get what I'm saying? It's too much tit for tat. It's too much, just too much. People just being too much. If we on here trying to do something or put something out there help others, like, let's do that. It's too much of us humans. They want to be so much against each other. It just don't make any sense. But to be honest, maybe need to be talked about. Maybe need to be pushed out there. She one of those people I despise for the simple fact of me being placed in that type of predicament with a whole family member. Like, people like them need to be under the jail, up under the bridge, or whatever the case may be. They shouldn't even be on her. And for her to laugh about this whole situation about the baby, it's just like, it's just too much. I don't think that story was real. Because if it was, she'll probably be locked up. My honest opinion. Poor chop is a pick me. Right. Right, purple. Half hood, half holy. Pray with me, don't play with me. Right, Chrissy. We grown. I'm just here to talk about what they put out here. Right, purple. That's all I want to do. Like, why do we have to feud? What's the point? What's the point? I don't get it. Ain't no point of us feuding. Like, we just come on here to, express ourselves, to, put it out there. Girl, do you know what happened yesterday? Like, we don't, we only get one life. And to just live this life being so angry and so mad is crazy to me. It's crazy. And this is why I kind of like, and people don't understand that. This is why I kind of like, as I done got older, is be by myself. I get to, I see people for who they are more and more. I think what opened my eyes to a lot of things is when my dad passed, and it kind of really opened my eyes to what people are to me in my life. And to be honest, I was never taught hate. I always was taught love, but at the same time, I was taught not to get my feelings hurt by the people that say they love me. It's just that simple. But when you walk away, you the bad guy. That's the crazy thing about it. Like, I'm not trying to feud with you. I'm just walking away because I already know what this is. Like, I'm saving my peace. That's all I want. No hard feelings. I love you from afar. Just stay over there, please. But I don't hate you. I have two switches on and off. And I can't with these people sometimes. Right, Chrissy? I can't either. I don't think May was ever pregnant by Ivan, to be honest. You can print ultrasounds. You right. I was saying that too, but she could have been pregnant, but not with him. If you out here doing 304 stuff, who's to say who the father was? Because that man stated in his book like she was messing with somebody three doors down. Like, ain't no telling who baby that was. Purple, me too. I love to walk away in peace. Like I love my peace more than anything. Like you not if you coming in here to destroy my peace, baby, you might as well walk out the door. This ain't that. I can't do it. I love you, but I can't do this. My favorite thing to do, the power you hold just by walking away. Right. Like ain't no need for us to raise our voice. There's no need for us to do all that. Like, baby, let me do you a favor. I'm gonna just remove myself. And the crazy thing about it is like people look at that and be like, man, she don't come around. She don't come to family function. Why would I? Y'all people don't like me. People need to really look at it that way. That hey, it be the people that you love don't love you like that, baby. They will cross you. It's too many people out, family killing family. Come on now. It don't have to be a friend. It can be your own blood. You just got to be careful with who you choose. And people using this friend stuff. Oh, that makes me angry so loosely. That's all I'm saying. It makes me angry. We gotta stop with using this friend stuff so loosely. Loosely. We gotta stop using this family situation so loosely. Remove yourself, baby. We ain't gotta say two words to each other. Not one, not two. We gotta do better for us. Let me help you. Help me out. I'm just gonna go left. Like, come on, man. It's just too much stuff going on on this earth. It's too much mess going on. Yes, we keeping up with drama, because yeah, we feed into it. I get it, but at the same time, it's just like in real life situations, we would handle that differently. Yeah, I always thought the internet was for fun, but some of these people really got mad behind it. I can't with them. Right. It's supposed to be fun. Like this supposed to be something outside of what we do on our everyday basis. But baby, the internet brings us headache too. Brings us a mad headache. Like, come on now. Why I keep my circle real small? I don't have time. Me too. I could tell you my circle. That's me and my kids. That's crazy. Well, it's really not, but it's just me and my girls. Like that's my circle. Like, hey, I gotta protect those that I'm supposed to protect. And I tell people all the time, I don't care if my kid was right or wrong. They're my kids, and I'm supposed to protect them, especially from overgrown people. Now, if my child ain't coming out disrespectful, and that's one thing I taught my kids to not do that. Let me handle it. You get what I'm saying? But they try not to allow me to handle it because I don't know. I just got this mad mama mode that I go into like about my babies. Don't mess with my babies. Even though, I got two grown kids. Don't mess with my kids. I would come on the job and flip tables over for my kids. Don't mess with my kids. They're mine. Cause I know my kids ain't no problem kids. I don't I never really brought my kids around no drama like that. My circle is 20 plus years of friendship. No new friends. Right, Chrissy. Like sometimes we gotta be careful. Like, baby, we look, like what we doing. We don't know each other from a can of paint, baby. We only know each other from here. That's it, that's all. And guess what? We get along. Wanna know why? Cause we talking about some real stuff, some real life things. You get what I'm saying? And that's how it's supposed to be. We should be able to be open and be able to talk to each other. Not saying that I'm supposed to tell you my everyday life. That ain't saying I'm supposed to tell you my deeper secrets. But on some real stuff, people be needing that outlet to be able to just talk about some real things that happen. You know? That's it. Right, Glam. That's it. And we all adults know how to. Right. Like, come on, we all adults. We ain't no kids. And it's a lot of childish things that's going on this here internet. We too grown for this. Come on now. I always taught my kids that everybody ain't your friend. I taught to my kids. I can tell you right now, off the top, my oldest is 21. My daughter would tell you, I don't have friends. I have associates. My baby had one real friend that crossed her, and it hurted her. Hurted her the most. I hated that for her. Where it had my baby in tears. So with that being said, I teach my kids the same thing. Hey, downtime, how are you? How was your day? Yeah, we gotta teach our kids, what needs to be done, baby. Cause baby, we don't want these kids out here lost at all. And if we can help somebody else, and they sit down and listen, help them too. Help them too. We all adults here. Like, we gotta do better. We really do. As adults. That's good, downtime. That's good. But yeah, we man, y'all. And that's why I said, like, with the whole subject of us being on here, being able to communicate freely and not have a issue is what everybody be needing. Like, come on now. That's all we be needing. A outlet. You get what I'm saying? You don't know me, I don't know you, but at the same time, we can get to know each other from here on a good note, not a bad one. You get what I'm saying? If we on a subject that you need to express, let's help out each other. We don't need to put nobody down more than what they already are. You know what I'm saying? I don't tap into church. Y'all, please check Pastor Phillips out. What happened? Downtime? I was just preaching to my sister about doing better. See, right. See, look, we we can only say so much to people, and so much they'll listen to, and so much they don't. But at the same time, if the love is there, just do the best way you can, but don't give up on people. But I say don't give up on certain people. Not I'm not saying keep people that's hurting you around. I'm saying the ones that got a good thing on their shoulder. You know what I'm saying? We gotta help them out. We gotta push them to do right. He is a good pastor that is teaching the world, Glam. Don't give up on people, period. Right. Like, the baby, I went through a struggle. Like I said before, like, I had to give up on people that I love the most, and I hated that. That was like I had to grieve for my dad passed away, but I also had to grieve for other people. But the only reason I had to grieve for them is because they crossed me at the wrong time. Like, right now, it's not the right time. My dad is on dying. You get what I'm saying? I don't know, Glam. Some people are lost. Right, Chrissy. You right. You right. Some people are lost out here. I promise you. Go through one ear and out the other, baby. one ear and out the other. Chrissy, the ones that are lost, if you know, Father, pray for the lost. Yeah, we gotta look. One thing, we gotta pray for each other. You get what I'm saying? We don't do nothing else, and it's something that we can't fix for each other. That's it. That's all. Cause if it's something we can't fix it. But I know if we pray to God about the whole situation, He help them through their battles. Cause baby, it be times where I have to pray over my kids every day. You get what I'm saying? As they go off to school or go off to work. You get what I'm saying? For protection. Protect these people. Help these people. You get what I'm saying? You can't help them if they don't want it for themselves. Y'all pray for Mayhawk. I really did not ashamed to say I did. Man, I pray for them, but if they don't want to change, I can't do anything about it. Right, Chrissy? Chrissy, you did do something. You prayed for them. Right. I mean, sometimes we have to just get down and pray about the whole situation. Sometimes we can't, as human, can't do everything. We can't. We can't. I did glam that that half a louse. Right. Right. You right. Downtime, you be speaking real facts here, like on your live. I promise you, and I give you your flowers for that. Just like I just told Purple, I said I give y'all flowers. Like sometimes we have to shower women in general, we gotta be able to look out for each other. If that don't mean we don't talk to each other every day, we know that this person going through something. Pray for them. Like with the whole, when Lakita was on here, I don't know if Lakita's still on her. I pray for her because I know how it feels to be in pain. You get what I'm saying? So we gotta pray for each other. It don't take much but to get on your knees and pray. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Definitely pray for the lost. Broken when you have nothing more physical to give. You keep them lifted in prayer. Right, Purple? Right. Yeah, look, that's what I'm saying. Like why not? You get what I'm saying? It don't take much to pray for somebody. Not much. You welcome, Glam. I mean, look, Lakita, it's nothing to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's something we supposed to do. No, thank you for that. No, thank you for that. That's something that we supposed to do. I know I'm still at work in process. Chrissy, girl, get your job done. Get your job done. You too, Tiffany. You at work too? Everybody at work. But yeah, ladies, everybody that's on here that came on here, I give y'all flowers. You get what I'm saying? Because we all need to be shown some sort of appreciation. And it's good to give people their flowers while they here, not when they gone. Chrissy, I appreciate you saying that we are all at work process. Look, I'm grateful y'all done came on my live and y'all at work. Look, at least I know that y'all see me. Thank y'all. I truly appreciate y'all. And to be honest, I'm kind of glad that we was able to have these type of talks outside of the other mess. Sometimes we have to talk about real things and to be able to, give each other pointers about rights and wrongs. You get what I'm saying? It's okay to, proceed different aspect of life because everybody is not the same. You get what I'm saying? But some things you might not understand. Somebody else been and told you. And you like, yeah, okay. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you. Yeah, like we all need to just help out one another. Like, I don't look, If you ever need somebody to talk to, my inbox is open. But let me tell you this, I'm not going to include myself into people lifetime situations because that ain't what I want. I just want you to be able to be calm and collect about a certain situation. I don't want nobody to be around her stressed and trying to, none of that. If you need you need a ear just to listen. Sometimes that helps. You get what I'm saying? It's too many of us on this earth that we can't help out each other. That's it. That's all. That's it. And I appreciate everybody on here giving these flowers out to everybody. See, we can show love. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We need more of that, to be honest. But some people, Look, let me stop being messy. Y'all ladies are awesome. I promise you. And I truly appreciate y'all coming over here just talking to me and being able to speak on some real stuff and everything. And with that being said, I love these type of lives. We have to uplift one another, Glam. We really do. Life is really hard for some. You get what I'm saying? Life can be difficult for others. And we never know what other people going through behind closed door, but at the same time we got to do better. you know? Yeah, we got to do better. We got to, and keep this up so we can be able to have an outlet. Sometimes we need that outlet. If it's something y'all want to talk about and address, like say that so we can talk about it. And it may help you through the whole process because it's coming from different people. Because everybody is not the same. We be needing that sometimes. And to be honest, sometimes we don't get the help that we need from family. It might be an outsider that help you more. Just saying. Thanks, Chrissy. Thank you. I appreciate you all. Like y'all ladies really brighten up my day, especially coming on live and talking to me, just showing me some sort of appreciation. Yes, I'm not one of the big people. I'm just the one of the little ones. But at the same time, it is what it is. But just know that regardless of the moral, you can always come here and be able to be you. That's all I ask. But ladies, I gotta get out because I gotta deal with the baby girl because she done walked in this room and looked at me, you know, like, hey, I'm here. You know that, right? So let me go deal with baby girl. And I hope that you all have a great day. And I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your day. So with that being said, I'm finna go. See you guys later, ladies.